Hi everybody, this is Boog Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the NECA Predator 2 Ultimate Guardian Predator figure. So before we take a look at the Guardian Predator, let's take a look at all of the numerous accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with a set of gripping hands for holding the combi sticks. There he is with the folded combi stick, and that looks pretty good. We've seen this used before in the past. Even though this is on the same mold as the City Hunter Predator, you don't get any storage for the combi stick. As you can see, he just has a hole there in his back. And I think it would have been nice if NECA would have left that holder there. That way you could actually put the folded combi stick on the back. But yeah, it's just an empty hole there. And there he is holding the expanded combi stick. And again, the combi stick looks really good. It's sculpted pretty nicely and has some really nice colors to it. It's like a rust kind of color with some bronze over top of it. Looks really good. He comes with a set of open hands, but I can only get it on the left side. The right side, these blades are very fragile, and I always bump them when I'm switching the hand out. And it feels like they're going to break because they are very thin and brittle. They're made of a very brittle plastic. So yeah, I feel like when I'm switching the hands out that I'm going to break these. So I won't be doing that in this review. I'm just going to leave him with this hand for the combi stick. Because that's mostly what I have him displayed with anyways. But yeah, it feels like I'm going to break those blades trying to switch the hands out on the right side. He comes with an alternate right hand for holding the smart disc. And the smart disc looks really nice. And like I said, if I switch it out, I feel like I'm going to break it. But yeah, he can do that if you can get it out. It is possible, but I just feel like I'm going to break it is the reason that I'm not switching the right hands out. He also comes with the collapsed smart disc, and I can't get it in this at all. I have tried and tried, and for the life of me, I cannot get it in there. And if I get it in there, then it won't stay. So yeah, that really bothers me. I had the same issue with the SDCC Cloaked Demon Predator. I could not get the smart disc in here for anything. It would have been nice if there was a peg that you could just peg it into instead of having to stretch this out and put it in. But yeah, that's really difficult to get in there. And if you get it in there, it won't stay. I think this is the removable proximity mine because you're able to switch it out there on the gauntlet or take it off. Yeah, this is a really tiny piece. I prefer just leaving the normal piece on it though. You can put the arm cannon on his back, the collapsed version. It stays on his back for the most part, but if you move it around very much, it will fall off. He comes with a beam for his shoulder cannon, and this looks really nice. The paint on it makes it look really good. You get the orange, the red, and the white, and all those colors together make it look really realistic, especially when you add light to it. It almost looks like it's glowing. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. He comes with this massive cannon that goes on his left arm. And I've seen some confusion as to how you get it on there. And you just pop the hand off and then slide this on there and it pegs in. And this looks amazing. It has the attachable rocket effects in the back. And these tend to fall off pretty regularly. And you get the blast effect on the end there. And it's sculpted really nicely, but I feel like it could be painted just a little bit better. And mine has some black on it. I don't think that's supposed to be there, but yeah, that doesn't look right. I wish it would have been painted more like the effect for his cannon right there. I wish it would have had some touches of white to it. I think that would have looked really good. But yeah, this thing is massive, and for the most part, it looks really good. And all of the effects that attach to it are removable, so you don't have to leave them on there if you don't want to. And for his final accessory, he comes with an alternate unmasked head. And this looks so good. The head sculpt looks really nice. The eyes are done in a very bright yellow color. And he's got this gloss coating over top of the plastic, making him look kind of slimy. You also get some really good sculpt detail to the mandibles and the inside of the mouth. You get more of that gloss coating. And the pattern on the head looks really nice. One thing I noticed is that on the helmeted and unmasked head sculpts is that the head is different. This is entirely red. But yeah, it's weird that these two are different colors. And are the dreads different colors? No, the dreads are the same. I like to leave the Predator displayed with the mask on. I really like the design of this mask. I want to say this is based on the concept art for the Predator's mask from the first Predator movie. Now, the body is the same as the City Hunter and the Cloaked City Hunter. And I'm pretty sure that's not accurate. If I remember right, the Guardian is the only Predator to have a shoulder cannon on the right side instead of the left. I may be wrong about that, but as I said in my review earlier, this is a reuse because, as you can see, it's missing the combi stick holder right here. And I forget what was right here, but there is a big hole there. And I think that's really ugly. They could have at least filled it in or just left the accessories on there, because I'd rather it be inaccurate and have those on there than those holes in there. It just doesn't look right. So the armor is sculpted really nicely, and one thing I noticed is that the fishnets aren't painted that well. Up here, they're painted pretty nicely. I mean, you get some spottiness right there, but down here on his lower torso, you don't get them hardly painted on at all. So yeah, I might go over that and repaint them. I'm not sure why it's so much different from the chest to the stomach right here. The armor and gauntlets are cast in this bluish green color, and then they have that bronze painted over top of it. And it looks pretty good. Before I put the cannon on, I forgot to show off the wrist gauntlet, and it does have a screen that opens, but it does tend to fall off a lot. Yeah, right there. If you move it, it falls off really bad, and it fell in between my review station here. So yeah, that does fall off. I found that it's better just to leave that off of there, especially if you're going to have this on. His pouches are sculpted and painted pretty nicely. They're on these really thin rubbery pieces though, and they feel like they could snap. His loincloth is the same way. I feel like if you adjust it too much, these are going to snap right off. And then there it is on the back too, which this one went around his waist joint. I tried to fix it, but like I said, I feel like I'm going to break it. I might have to boil the figure and pop it apart to get that laying right. Which, I mean, it doesn't look bad the way it is, but it's not supposed to be around the joint down in there. On the left leg, the fishnets are painted pretty well. Again, you get some spottiness. On the right side, the fishnets are hardly painted on at all. They're not even painted on in some places. So yeah, the fishnets could have been painted a lot cleaner. And you get some nice skin patterns. And that's actually printed on. If you look up close, you can see the pixelation. If I wasn't looking up close, I would have never known that that was actually just printed on there. And then you get some more good sculpt detail to the knee armor and the shin armor. It's cast in that weird bluish color with the bronze painted over top of it. And then there are the Predator's feet. They have a nice gloss coating and the skin pattern looks really good. So now, let's go over the Predator's articulation. He has ball-jointed head that can look up all the way. He can look down all the way. He can move his head side to side. The shoulder cannon doesn't hinder that. The shoulder cannon does move back all the way and move side to side, but as you can see, it is really loose. The same thing happened with my cloaked Predator. The shoulder cannon just became really loose and floppy. The Predator has ball-jointed shoulders. The right side can move out just a little bit. That shoulder armor does interfere with that. But on the left side, it can move all the way out. As you can see, it can do that. The shoulder armor does move, and if you do that, it is going to get stuck on the shoulder cannon, but you can move it up and out if you wanted to. He has swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows, swivel at the gauntlet, swivel at the wrist can move down all the way. This one doesn't move back very far because of those blades, and swivel side to side. And with the cannon on, it can swivel side to side. But if you try moving it, it does tend to fall off. I don't know how many times during this review it's actually fallen off that I had to edit out. He has a ball-jointed diaphragm that can't really move that much. Can't move side to side or up and down that much. But he has a ball-jointed waist. There, I got it to move just a little bit. He has a ball-jointed waist that can move down that far. It can move back just a little bit. And it can move side to side. He has ball-jointed hips that can do a complete split. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back just a little bit. He has double-jointed knee. And ball-jointed ankle that can move down all the way, up all the way, move side to side, and even tilt. And I only have one size comparison for today's video, and that is with the San Diego Comic-Con Cloaked Predator from last year. I can't remember if the name is City Hunter or City Demon. That is why I just keep calling it the Cloaked Predator. Overall, I really like this figure. I do have my issues with it, however. My main issue is with the paint. The fishnets could have been painted much better. and some of the accessories don't want to stay in the way they should. Like the touch screen there, that it always falls off. The cannon wants to fall off, and I'm really afraid that I'm going to break those wrist blades. Oh, and the smart disc doesn't go in the holder like it should. But other than that, it's a really solid figure, and I really love the design. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.